Adiabatic winds, the descending winds. And in this, two winds we have discussed. Which were they? Mistral and Bora. Then we discussed anabatic. So when you study, do follow the same sequence. Katabatic winds, then study Mistral and Bora winds, then anabatic winds you can discuss. Okay. After that, we discussed Hamatan. Hamatan winds we discussed in in Africa. Afterwards, then we discussed the Sirocco winds. And then Khamsin winds, Lichvi, Girdli, those are just names of the Sirocco winds. Okay. Afterwards, we discussed Lu, and now we'll be discussing Fohn. Fohn, Chinook, and Zonda winds. Okay. These three winds are of same kind. Fohn, Chinook, and Zonda. They have been named locally different names. They are the same kinds of wind. The reasons of these local winds is same. Their characteristics are same. Only they are flowing in different parts of the world. And that's why they have been locally named as Fohn, Chinook, and Zonda winds. Okay. So we'll be discussing Fohn winds. Okay. So Fohn winds. So first we discuss as a okay. Generally we discuss the winds. Okay. Now see what happens. Here we have the sea or the oceans or the any water body we have. So this will be our rain shadow area. This will be our leeward side of the. This will be our rain shadow area. Okay. Leeward side. Okay. Now see what happens. Air here will be moist and warm. We have the warm and moist wind. Now this air will be ascending. As air ascends, what happens? As air is ascending, pressure decreases. As air is ascending, pressure decreases. That means air is expanding, air expansion takes place, pressure decreases. Pressure decreases, cooling takes place, temperature decreases. Temperature decreases. So as the air is rising, air is getting cooled. Air is getting cooled. So pressure decreases, cooling takes place. Air is ascending, expansion takes place, pressure decreases. Cooling takes place, temperature decreases. Now saturation will take place. That means the air is getting cooled and it won't be now the air saturation, that is threshold is reached where it is no more able to hold the water. No more able to hold the water because it was moist and warm air, and as it is ascending, pressure decreasing, cooling takes place, temperature decreases, saturation takes place. The air is no more able to hold the moisture. So what will happen? It will shed the moisture in the form of snow or rain. So here rainfall will take place. On this side, rainfall takes place. Understood this one? This is called as orographic rainfall because we have the mountain. Okay, now see what happens on the other side. This year, rainfall have taken place. It has lost most of the moisture here. Now this will be descending air. Descending air. So as air descends, what happens? Pressure will increase. Compression of air will take place. As air descends, compression takes place, pressure increases. Pressure increases, air will get warmed, and temperature increases. As pressure increases, as you compress the air, temperature increases. So air is getting warmed. Okay? And warm air, what will happen? Its relative humidity will decrease. Relative humidity will decrease. That means it will be getting dry. It will be becoming dry air. Okay? So what kind of wind will be blowing this side? Warm, or as it is descending, it is getting more compressed and compressed, temperature increasing, so it will become hot and dry winds. So on this side, which kind of air is descending? Hot and dry winds. So because hot and dry winds are descending, so here rapid evaporation will take place. Rapid evaporation will take place. Understood this one? So hot and dry winds are flowing on the leeward side. These are hot and dry winds, and rapid evaporation will take place. So if there is snow this side, what will happen? Snow will melt. Snow will melt down. Snow will melt down. So these kind of winds are called as foehn winds. So when they are, we have the Europe, here we have the Alps, here that we have the Italy, and here we have the Switzerland. So on this side, foehn winds flow in the valleys of Alps on the in Switzerland. These winds flow, foehn winds. So these winds in Alps valleys, these are called as foehn winds. Okay. Whereas in North America, which we have here, mountains, Rockies. Rockies mountains we have on the west coast, on the west part of the continent. So on this side we have the sea winds. Now on this leeward side, on the east of the Rockies, on on east part of the Rockies, which winds will be flowing? They will be foehn kind of winds. These winds will be flowing. Okay, these are called as Chinook winds. So in USA and Canada, these winds will be flowing. These are called as Chinook winds. It means snow eaters. Snow eaters, that means if snow is there, these winds, Chinook winds, are hot and dry winds. So snow will melt down. So in Alps, in Switzerland, they are called as foehn winds. In North America, Rockies Mountains, on the eastward side, it flows, and these winds are called as Chinook winds. Okay. Whereas in South America, we have here Argentina, Uruguay here, and here we have the Andes Mountain. Andes Mountain. Again, the winds are coming on this side, on the east side of the Andes. These winds will be flowing. They have the same characteristics of foehn winds. So they deposit snow on the mountain tops, but on the other side, in Argentina and Uruguay, these are having foehn-like characteristics, and these are called as Jonda winds. These are called as Jonda winds. So this is clear. The winds have the same characteristics, but foehn winds are in Alps valleys. They are on the east side of the Rockies, here in the east side of the Andes Mountains, Zonda winds. Zonda, Chinook, foehn winds. Are they clear? Any doubt you have?
No,
Foehn
sir.
winds clear. Okay. So
Yes,
afterwards,
sir.
these three winds you study at the same time. Okay. This sequence you follow, so you won't get confused. Okay, now we discuss blizzards. So blizzards are nothing but strong winds, and along with they carry snow. So they mainly occurs in mid latitudes where cold is there, high, low temperature is there. So for example, this is our North America. So what happens? There is a depression, it moves eastward. Along with there are strong northerly winds are there. So winds are very strong, winds are flowing. So there may be possible snow is falling as well, most of the snow on the ground. These winds sweep away the snow from the ground. They take the snow from the ground and they push it into the air. They sweep it into the air. So here, very strong dust, very strong stormy winds are flowing here, and as well the snow is there in the air. Okay, so here the visibility will be reduced near to zero. Blizzards are nothing but very stormy winds where snow is being flowed. That is swept from the. It takes from the ground and it blows in the air. So visibility reduces even to zero, very less visibility. These are blizzards. Okay, and then polar outbreak. That means from the mid latitudes, very cold winds are coming to the lower latitude. These are called as polar outbreaks. So from mid latitudes, very cold winds blow, very cold strong winds blow towards the lower latitudes. That is, they blow towards the equator. This is clear. Polar outbreaks. Maestro, you can do it yourself in Mediterranean Sea. They flow. in the valley zone. Okay. Next is dust devil. What is dust devil? You have seen in school as well sometime. Dust devils, Bhavan dust. So what happens here? Mainly they take place in deserts. So what happens? In deserts somewhere, at some place, get more heated. At some part of the like desert is there, so some part of the desert get more heated, and here air get more heated, it rises. So low pressure develops. Now air from the surrounding rushes in, and a circular whirlwind is being created. Wind starts to whirl. Okay, and its diameter may be few meters. It get transferred, it moves on there, and its height may be around 600 or 900 meters in height. So dust is being peeled along with air, and a dust devil is created. Understood? Any doubt you have, go through it once. Okay. Then we'll discuss the nor'westers. Nor'westers, they are as well called as mango showers, because when the mangoes are happening, uh, this rainfall takes place, mango showers.
So do
So
we
in,
have to learn these names of the winds in this sequence? Is it necessary?
see, it's not necessary. You can follow your sequence. The sequence I provide, for me, this sequence is easy to learn because katabatic winds, if we know what are katabatic winds, and examples are Mistral and Bora. So if we know katabatic winds, it's very easy to write on Mistral and Bora. Okay? Because they are the katabatic winds example. They are flowing from the mountains in the valleys. So these are the similar kind we can write. These winds are same, but locally they are named different. Mistral, where they flow in the Rhone Valley, Central Massifs and Alps we have the, and these Bora winds they flow in the this one Dinaric Alps towards the Adriatic Sea. These Bora winds flow. So if we know the katabatic winds, what are katabatic winds? It is easy to remember Mistral and Bora. They are just examples of katabatic winds. Next, anabatic Hamatan. They blows from Sahara towards the Guiana Lands. Sirocco winds towards the Mediterranean Sea they blow, and Khamsin, just name of the Sirocco winds. In Egypt they are called Khamsin. Then Lu. These three winds we have to study at the same. Because Fon, Chino, Zonda, these are same kind of winds, so we will study at the same. Because if we know Fon winds, Chinook and Zonda are easy to remember. So this sequence is more easy to study. If we go by the sequence, it's more easy. Okay, you can have your own sequence. No issue with that. Okay. Next, we discuss nor'wester. Okay. So they are northwesterly winds. They are northwesterly winds. So what happens here during March, April? We have the Bangladesh, Bay of Bengal here, Bangladesh here. Okay. So low pressure develops here. A low pressure develops here, that means wind will be rushing. So these winds, these are southwest winds, southeast winds. These are southeast winds. They are coming from southeast. These winds, they are blowing, low pressure develops here. So which kinds of winds will be? They will be warm and moist. These winds are warm and moist, and winds coming from Central Asia. These winds will be northwest winds, and they will be cold and dry. These winds will be cold and dry, and they mix here. They mix here. They mix here. So what will happen? Here Chota Nagpur Plateau we have, here Himalayas, and here they mix. So when these winds mix, there will be turbulence, there will be a storm will be there, and thunderstorm will be accompanied here. So what happens here? Cold and dry winds, warm and moist winds. Cold and dry winds when they meet. So warm and moist wind, it will rise up. Cold and dry winds, they will blow down. It will rise. So these winds rises, and here rainfall take place. Here rainfall take place. And this rainfall, this will be very like torrential rainfall. In large quantities, rainfall take place, and along with the accompanied with the thunderstorm. Strong winds will be there. These winds are called as nor'westers, and they are also called as mango showers or cherry blossoms. Mango showers they are because they blow at the time of when the mango are ripening. So nor'westers are clear. Here low pressure develops, so wind from Central Asia. They blow towards Bangladesh, towards this low pressure, and southeast winds. These are as well attracted towards this low pressure. So these are warm and moist winds. These are cold and dry winds. So when they meet, a storm generates turbulence there, and warm and moist wind rises up, and rainfall takes place. Conventional rainfall takes place. It is accompanied with thunderstorm. So nor'westers are clear.
Sir, why it is also known as Kali Vaksha?
Kali Baisakh.
Like
Kali Baisakh.
make sure it is clear. Sir, then Kali Vakshi.
Kali Baisakhi. Okay, I don't know the meaning of Kali Baisakhi. I forgot that one. I have to see. Mainly, it's, Baisakh is their month as well. 1 month is there. Kali maybe because of their dark clouds are there. Or I'll check it once. Okay, why it is being called. I forgot that one. Kali Baisakh it is called there. Very dark clouds are being formed here. Cumulonimbus clouds. Okay, any doubt, just go through it once. Tomorrow we discuss the cyclones along with the other class, and then we discuss the question answers. Just go through it once if you have any doubt. Phone winds are clear. Here, hot and dry winds. So hot and dry winds, so rapid evaporation takes place if there is snow. Snow will get melt. Snow will get melt. So here the temperature, because of this winds, even within 15 temperature, there is a huge rise of temperature. It is 5 degrees Celsius to 20 or 30 degrees Celsius, or 20 degrees Celsius it may rise. And Chinook means snow eater. So these hot and dry winds, they will eat up the snow. That means they will melt the snow. And because of this, avalanche do take place on the other side. They flow on the leeward side, that is away from the sea, on the leeward side of the mountains. What are prairies? They are the grass in the mid latitudes. They are so they are named the prairies in North America. Prairies, pampas, those are the grasses. Okay. So any doubt you have?
Sir, do winds blow in Antarctic or like Antarctic area?
Yes, they do.
Antarctic.
Yes, they do blow.
Which type
Yes.
of winds?
There the polar fronts take place. Polar winds are there. In Antarctica, mainly the very cold winds from the poles. They blow, and the oceans, the warm and moist wind will be blowing towards, and there the front rains take place. Frontals are take place. Frontal cyclones are there. So see here, same as warm winds, and here the cold winds, very cold winds. So when they meet, what will happen? Cold winds will be very dense wind. They will be less dense. So as they meet, what will happen? These winds will be pushed downward, they will rise. So cold winds moves downwards, and hot winds, that is warm and moist wind, they will rise. And here rainfall or snow will take place. In Antarctica, where large, very huge storms used to blow. So these are frontal rain, fronts do form there. Okay. Cold fronts are there. Any more doubts? Okay, so tomorrow with the other class we'll discuss the cyclones, and then we'll discuss the question answers. Okay. Cyclones, they are very easy. So we'll be discussing tropical cyclones. In cyclones, we'll be discussing tropical cyclones, temperate cyclones. That is, between the tropics, tropical cyclones, in the temperate lands, the temperate cyclones. Okay, and then we'll discuss the anticyclones. Okay, they are very easy. And then we'll discuss the question answers. Okay, and then we'll start the humidity. Next chapter is very easy and interesting as well. Okay, any doubt regarding the project work?
No, sir.
Good. If you
Sir,
have doubt,
you collected project works from school? Those I have submitted.
no, I
Yes,
haven't
sir.
collected till 9th, till 9th Jan you can submit. So I'll be going one day after 9th Jan to check there. I'll be there. I'll visit school once after 9th Jan.
Okay, sir.
I'll check there. So till 9th Jan you can submit. I'm thinking of going after 15th Jan. After 15th Jan I will go to school. One day. Okay. So do submit the lab manual and project work. If you have doubt, do text me on WhatsApp. Okay, I'll reply there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
So
sir.
we end
Can
today.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, you can leave. 10
Thank you,
minutes.
sir.
So these 10 minutes we take tomorrow. Okay, 12:30. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Excuse
So-
me, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Sir, please post this